Hey guys. Okay, I'll tell you my experiences the last couple nights. Pretty cool. So, I went to bed and I went to St. Lucian. It's a town within Christ consciousness. It's Christian. And here's my experience. I get up out of bed. I fall. I'm in bed sleeping. But my spirit is there and I'm seeing through my spirit, my soul. And anyway, I'm getting up out of bed and I have a roommate in another room and we were talking about something and we decided to go outside, or at least I did, and I know I did. And and it was sort of like a cabin and it was all wood, like wood paneling. And I opened up the screen door and there was a screen door with the springs on it that when you close it, it goes like that. So I opened it up and I went outside with blue sky and I'm out in the woods and there's a dirt path going out to a little dirt road and there were other cabins. Okay, and so I went out and I went to the street and I looked around and it was really nice and I see other cabins where other kids, people were hanging out, were living. And it was sort of like a resort campground sort of thing, you know. Anyway, I'm with my buddy and we're walking down this road and we come to, he's up ahead of me and he runs in the bush in the forest, and it was like a real forest. Like, this is so clear, like it was crazy and so vivid. He runs in the forest and he comes back out and he has a suitcase and he drops it on the road and then he runs away. And so I walk over to the suitcase, I pick it up and I can't open it because it's locked and it's old and dirty, an old suitcase, and I think it's yellow with dirt all over it. And so I'm shaking it, and it just feels like wet clothes, and I'm clunk, 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 and I can't open it. So there's a little path going up into the woods. So I walk up into the path, and I'm walking, and I'm carrying the suitcase, and all of a sudden I hear an owl. I think it's in a tree right here. And so I'm looking at the tree, and it's an evergreen tree, and I'm looking for the owl, and because I know owls sit in the evergreen trees during the day and stuff. And so I'm looking intently, and I can hear it like that, right? But I can't see nothing. I can't, for the life of me. So I put the suitcase on a rock, a little cliff-faced rock, and I leave it there. I don't know what to do with it, so I just left it there. And I went back to the tree, and I hear like, and it sounded like an owl, more or less. And so I'm looking at the tree, and then I walk, and I can't see it. So I walk up the path a little more to a clearing where there's more cabins and outhouses. I don't know. To me, they look like outhouses. And there were more cabins up there. Anyway, I go up there and I'm looking, and I can hear in the houses people going talking, and to the left of me, all around me, I can hear like people talking, but it was muffled, really muffled. And I'm looking, and I'm looking in the sky, and I can hear in the sky, and looking in the trees, and I can hear all this, and I'm like, what the fuck is? What is this? What's going on? Right? There must be ghosts, and I'm thinking they're ghosts, man. They're ghosts making noises. Muffled noises or something. And so I got kind of freaked out and I said, I'm going back home, right? And so I go back to the house, not the house, the cabin where I came from. I don't know why my buddy dropped me off the suitcase. I have no idea. So I go back and I go inside the house. And I go down the hallway to my room. And as I'm going down the hallway, this girl runs out of one room and she's got her underwear on. She's nice. She looks good. She has her underwear on, and she jumps in another room, and she looks at me, and she's smiling, right? And I'm like, Oh, I just got here, man. And so I'm thinking, oh, give me a day. Give me just one day to get to know you, you know? And then all of a sudden there's a knock at the door. So I turn around and I come back to the door. And I open it up the door, and there's two ladies, like moms. And they're walking dogs. And the dogs have got like a white curtain type thing. The material is like see-through, but it's white, and it's sort of like them white curtains you hang in your windows, but they're really thin. Well, the dog has two of them. Each dog, there's two dogs and two ladies. They're walking the dogs, and each dog has one of these white things, like a dress, from its chest down. And I'm looking at the dog, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Why you got that on your dog? And I'm thinking to myself. And then the lady goes, she goes, hi, and she won't look at me. She's just looking at my, and I don't have a shirt on, so I'm like all, you know, I don't have a shirt on, and she's looking at my legs or my crotch or something, and she won't look at my eyes. She goes, hi, I just thought I'd come over to meet you. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? And she goes, you know, a lot of people around here are looking at you with a grin on their face, like and she made that face. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And she goes, I say, yeah, I know. It's just, you know, we're different. We just got here. I said something like, we just got here, and we're like that because, you know, we've been dragged down the highway for quite a while. She goes, oh, I understand. And she goes, I haven't seen Jesus around lately for a while. I'm like, yeah, I don't know where he is. I don't know. She goes, okay, and her friend turns around and starts walking away. And then I go, oh, I'll see you later. And she goes, okay. And then I close the door, and I wake up. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And Christ is saying, that's where you live now. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That's where I live now. He goes, that's your place in St. Lucian. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. And I go, wow, I love it. It's really nice. And I go, how about that old lady? I go, I don't think she liked me too much. She goes, she's just getting to know you. Don't worry about it. And I go, well, she's asking about you. And he goes, I know. I got a lot of things to do. And I'm like, all right, whatever. You're freaking me out, man. And so, and I go, is that all those people there? And he goes, they're dead. They live there now. And they're doing the same thing. And he goes, but you are there. Your soul is there now. I'm like, oh, wow. And I go, I was seeing through my soul, but it wasn't a dream. He goes, no, it wasn't a dream. He goes, you are perceiving things a little different in that. And I go, what about them muffled voices? And he goes, oh, the muffled voices. He goes, yeah. He goes, those are other people that are dead just beyond the veil. You were hearing them. And I'm like, oh. So let me get this straight. I'm alive in my body. My soul's in St. Lucian. I'm walking around St. Lucian, and I'm seeing it perfectly clear, and I'm hearing muffled voices in the sky and in the trees and everything. And those are other people talking just beyond the St. Lucian veil. And he goes, yeah, that's pretty right. And I go, is it like that all the time? And he goes, no. He goes, because you're in the body, you're perceiving it just a little different. Because your spirit and your soul is in St. Lucian, but your spirit is in many places. And your spirit is listening to your wife and your kids and me talk. And you hear it as muffled voices. And I'm like, holy Christ, and other people. And he goes, yeah, and beyond the veils of St. Lucian, and different levels. Because he goes, you can go from tier 1 all the way up into the light. So you're hearing from all these different tiers, but your soul is in St. Lucian, and that's where I stuck you, so you can go play and do things, stay out of trouble. I'm like, holy shit, what a trip. And he goes, yeah, so what do you think of it? I go, I love it, man. I love it. And I go, who's the girl running around in her underwear? And he goes, you leave her alone. I'm like, yeah, right on. All right, whatever, buddy. Oh, shit. Anyway, that is St. Lucian. Now, that is like the outside of St. Lucian. If you go into the city, there's restaurants and malls and beer, and there's different parts of the town that are made up like French St. Lucian, Belgium St. Lucian, England St. Lucian. It's huge. It's a huge place. And that was one little experience of out in the country where I like it, out in the country. I don't like the city too much. But yeah, Christ took me to St. Lucian in a pub, and a girl waitress came up, and she's staring at this guy that's next to me, and he ordered us some beers, and the girls are staring at him glossy-eyed, and I'm like, hi, I'm right here. What are you looking at this guy for? Turns out he was JC. He took me out for a beer in the pub, because that's what I do, and so he was just going along with me. And that was pretty funny. Well, it was me and two other guys that were like me. He got us all together. And that was funny. Anyway, it's really real, man, when you're there. So I'm like half dead all the time, like my soul. And when I go to bed, sometimes I see my soul is right into my head, and I'm walking around St. Lucian. It's not a dream. My brain is turned off, and I'm dreaming, totally unconscious, dreaming, but I'm actually walking around real space of St. Lucian, experiencing it, meeting people. All right, so I just thought I'd put that in there to let you know, guys, what it's like when you're dead. And so last night, I go to bed, and I'm dreaming. I have a dream, and Chris, I'm in a different place. I don't know where it is. I can barely hear him anymore. But I'm in a different place, and with Christ, and he said he's going to teach me the truth of things. So I'm thinking, I'm going to bed, I'm thinking, I gotta know, he's going to give me a truth dream, and it's going to suck, because, the truth hurts. And with Grace, it usually does, because what he does is he takes your fears and shows you the truth about things in your world that you don't know about. Anyway, just besides that, I'm in this dream, and I'm walking down a path with some guy. We're walking down a path. Now, I'm dreaming. This is a dream, a real dream. I'm not in any place. I'm dreaming. And I'm in a dream, and I'm walking along the shoreline, and it's snow on the ground. Not a lot, just patches of snow on the ground. And the water has a couple bits of ice and snow on top of it. And I'm walking along the beach, and we come to like a V in the beach. Like there's cliffs. There's cliffs, and then there's this little V, like a river, creek valley that goes up. And there's nothing running out of it. I get up to the creek valley, and I'm walking along, and there's a whole bunch of trees. And then all of a sudden, I just look over like this into the trees, and there's a face of a fucking Sasquatch sitting there going, staring at me in the trees, like 5 feet away. My fucking heart jumped. I started running. Then I realized there's another Sasquatch up on the cliffs, and he goes behind the cliff where I can't see him anymore. My buddy sees the Sasquatch that's in the trees beside me. We run down the beach, and we get to the end near a road, but the road's going nowhere, and there's nothing there. It's all out in the country. So I want to go back to where I came from, but I don't even know where that is. But I just know I want to get back to where I came from. My buddy, he's like, fuck that. I go, we got to go back down the path where the Sasquatch. He goes, no way, I'm swimming back. So he jumps in the water, and he's swimming, and we're about like yards and yards away, 10 yards, 20 yards away from the shore where the Sasquatch is sitting. I mean, the thing's going to kill us. It's going to jump on the water and kill us, right? But anyway, my buddy, he's swimming as fast as he can. And then I'm swimming as fast as I can, right behind him, and I get up to somewhere where the Sasquatch is, and all of a sudden my heart goes, bah! It just goes whap, and I can hear a click in my heart, and my heart's beating like crazy, just like out of nowhere. And it happened before when I saw the Sasquatch. My heart jumped, but it wasn't like this. This was worse. The second time, I'm in the water, and all of a sudden I can't swim anymore. My heart's beating. I can't swim. My buddy's fucking running on the water. Damn. He's like, I told you. Back before we jumped in the water, I go, I fucking told you Sasquatches are real. I told you they're real. And he's like, oh, he's running on the water to get back to where it came from. I'm swimming right behind him, but on my heart, I have this heart attack, like a real fucking heart attack. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, like it hurt. And I can't swim anymore. I got no energy. My heart, I just stopped, and I'm like floating in the water. And I'm like, help, 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 right? I call my buddy for help, and all of a sudden, I reach out for help, and all of a sudden, I'm dragged real fast, like, whoosh, to the shore. But no one's got me. Like, there's no one grabbing me, but I'm at the shore. All of a sudden, I wake up. Holy fuck. All of a sudden, I wake up. My heart is still fucking pounding. And I'm like, what the? I go, I saw Sasquatch. I got scared and I had a heart attack. Jesus, no, you didn't. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And he goes, someone just attacked you. Another spirit attacked you. An entity. And I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah. And all of a sudden, he tells me, he goes, tell me what you were dreaming about. And he's like, he was right inside looking at my heart, calming it down. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm fucking freaking out. I was about to die. And he goes, you're damn near dead. And I'm like, fuck. And he goes, you were attacked by an entity, but you were dreaming, but the entity attacked you. And I go, what do you mean? And he goes, on the other side of the dream, my kid goes, on the other side of the dream, my wife, she's freaking out. And all I hear is my innocence say, Richie, save me. Richie, save me. My wife is fucking livid. She's fucking bawling her eyes out. She's like, get the fuck out of here. I can't take it. She runs away. She's up there talking to Jesus' wife, and she's bawling her eyes out because somebody just attacked my innocence of my voice. And my innocence has a voice. Somebody just attacked it, but in the dream, I was dreaming about something else. But what was going on in the spirit world was I was being attacked. It came up and fucking did something to me, but I stopped it. The ego stopped it. My innocence is saying, Richie, meaning ego me, stopped him from getting hurt. But instead, I took the heat, was the heart attack. Instead of they were attacking my innocence, but instead they attacked my heart, something like that. And I had the heart attack, but the heart attack I thought was the Sasquatch. I don't know. In the dream. I don't know. I told Jesus everything I know about the dream. I didn't see anything in my head what happened in the spirit world. I was listening to my innocence to get that. So my innocence tell me that somebody came up and was attacking him, but I blocked it and took the heat, which got my heart a jolt. And in the dream, I couldn't swim anymore. And my kid goes, I go, what happened, man? What happened? And my kid goes, you were attacked by a bad guy or something like that. One of my kids, Julie. And my wife's crying. I can't even fucking believe it. She's crying. Kids are freaking out. JC's running around trying to catch the guy. Another JC is taking care of my heart, calming it down. I'm fucking flipping out in my head. And all I know is, and my kid goes, on the other side of the dream, you were attacked. It sounded so cute. On the other side of the dream. She don't even know what the fuck she's talking about. She's just repeating what JC said, right? That's so cute. I started laughing about that. On the other side of the dream. Anyway. So, I woke up this morning. They were all really nice to me. Because I almost died. And I go, did I really almost die last night? And he goes, yep. He goes, you were on your way out until your innocence started screaming for help. Then I came down there and the guy had just took off, whoever it was that was strangling my innocence or whatever. He never actually got to my innocence, but that's where he was headed. But instead, I got in the way. Physical Richard, or a soul Richard, got in the way and took the heat to protect my innocence. And everybody was crying about that. Everybody was freaking out. There was like 10 Jesuses there fucking doing an investigation. Everything. When you have an attack like that, all the JCs come. All the Jesus Christ come. There were like 5 of them and guards and all kinds of stuff. My wife's crying. My kids are freaking out. All these JCs are around looking at me, and they're all trying to get details, like specific details of my dream. Plus, they're trying to get the information from my innocence, which is totally different from the dream. They put it all together and try to find the guy who did it and what it all meant and where's the attack coming from, right? I told them everything I know of the dream. My innocence told them everything. And all I heard was, Richie saved me. And so I got attacked. My instinct is, I woke up this morning and I'm like, well, who the fuck would attack me, right? Who would attack me? And honestly, I don't know who it was. I got a lot of enemies out there. And I know my innocence is always screaming and talking. And it could be someone in the apartment building who's annoyed of it, so they want to shut them up. But they wouldn't do that because you attack my innocence, they're fucked. Literally, they're fucked. So this whoever it is got to be real stupid. And I'm pumping out videos every day about my innocence. And you guys are watching. So I'm thinking it's you guys. One of you guys out there watching my videos sent this fucking thing over to attack my innocence. Which was really stupid. We didn't catch it, but we will. But it was really stupid because whatever it is that attacked me is going to be sent to hell or killed. And you are going to be locked up in your soul. So, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And I lived. Nice try, though. So whoever you are, you're fucked. Try it again. Dumbass. Alright, guys. And I just woke up from it. Just woke up from it this morning. So, I'm going to put this video up as fast as I can. And see what happens tomorrow night. Unbelievable, man. But this is an experience you go through in Christ. For me, since I ripped my skins open and I'm healing and I got my innocence, I'm like a attention guy now. So Christ is healing me. He's got all this stuff going on. I get these unique experiences, so I just pump them up for you guys to let you know what goes on. What it's like in the spirit world and people that don't know, I got a unique perspective. Anyway, that's my night last night. Later, guys. And whoever it is that's fucking with me, just call your dog off. You think you're all that? You're just a fucking ankle biter. Christ is gonna grab your dog, kill it. He's gonna get all the information out of it. He's gonna tear it apart. He's gonna go to you, and he's gonna rip you a new one. You don't even know what's happening. You're just sitting at home going, yeah, I'm the devil. In your fucking stupid little shit brain. The thing is, when you fucking die, where do you think you're going, he's going to say? You think you're just going to go off to Satan and rule in hell? No, you dumb fucker. Christ is going to grab you and tell you where to go. You attacked innocence. You're done. You're done. Good luck with that. So if I were you, I'd do some fucking serious apologizing. Unless you're an Archon or something, and then he'll just fucking kill you. I don't know what they do, but you're fucked. That's all I gotta say. So if you're doing it, I'll catch you eventually. I can lay down and meditate and will myself to you, but they won't let me. They got me tied down because I know I'm gonna come kick your ass. And I told him, JC said, don't worry about it, we'll get him. So I'm like, not worried about it. And, I don't want to fuck around with my sanity anymore, my skins and my life anymore. So JC's going to get him. But I told him, I said, I'll go right to him right now. I know what he feels like. Well, let's go get him. See, you dumb son of a bitch, look what you done. You just fucked yourself. And I'm still alive. I had a great experience. Way to go. But you attacked innocence. And Christ has spent 7 years healing me. Do you think he's going to let that go? Do you really fucking think he's going to let that go? Jesus. What's wrong with that, man? Fucking Satanists. I'm Satan. I got power. Shut up. You ain't fucking seen nothing. Fucking unbelievable. Okay, guys. My night. Later.